Hi guys, welcome back to my live stream. And before we get started, I just want to emphasize once again that nothing on my channel is financial advice. I do not give out financial advice. I'm not a finance professional by any means. This is just entertainment purposes only for everything that exists on my channel or any of my other social media platforms. I will never ever reach out to you to provide you any financial advice. Even if you ask me, I always just say, I will never give you financial advice. So with that out of the way, if you do enjoy my videos, whether it's my dancing videos or foodie videos or whatnot, and these live streams, please give it a thumbs up. And you could also consider joining the community here. That way I could see your comments first and respond back to them first. And also your name will be highlighted on these live streams. So greatly appreciated for those of you guys that have already joined the community. But yeah, let's get started. So as you can see by this title, I am once again very disappointed in myself. And I think it's important to make these videos, as embarrassing as it is, I think, for myself to even talk about it, is that, someone out there, maybe from seeing my video, will be able to make better choices in life. And I think that's the point, right? Like, people write books, those with great experience. A lot of older people write like these bibliographies and whatnot. And I'm assuming it's in hopes that they can, well, like, one is to make money, obviously, but then two, I'm assuming it's to possibly help someone out there, right, with their lifelong experiences and all the problems that they might have gone through in their lives, whether it's through relationships or their career and whatnot. But yeah, I hope it helps out somebody out there to not make as many mistakes as I do. But I just can't stop. Like, I feel a little bit like I don't know what it is about these meme stocks. It's crazy. Like, I see it going up so quickly, and the insanity ever since 2021. Like, I didn't even know that, like, I think maybe the coin that, like, the term was coined, meme coin, back in 2021, I want to say, because there was, at least I never heard of anything when I was trading stocks in like 2019 of any like meme stocks or like crypto, because I wasn't in crypto. I guess Doge was like the only meme coin ever, and that was like probably, like, it's been 10 years, right? It's been 10 years for Dogecoin. So I think the meme coin existed, but I don't think meme stocks really existed until, like, obviously AMC, GME, and I think they called BlackBerry at one point also like a meme stock. So whatever. But yeah, it's crazy because, like, I feel like I'm in it and I'm like the most, your basic example of somebody who is not a trained professional in stocks, but I do trade stocks, and I probably put more money than the average person that knows they don't know really what they're doing into trading. But I mean, as much as I'm putting myself down, also, like, the fact that I think I know literally less than 10% about the overall economy, the overall stock market, Nasdaq. I don't I can't even list you, like, off the top of my head right now. Like, I can list you companies, but I can't memorize like ticker symbols of even, I would say, like 50. If you ask me for 50 ticker symbols right now, I couldn't even give it to you, to be honest. But as much as I am putting myself down for it, I don't think I am the worst trader in the world, because I'm sure there's tons worse than me. Because according to statistics, there was, I guess, a test that was done, and I'm sure you guys have heard about it, where like monkeys, I think, threw darts at a chart to see like what stocks to invest in, and I think monkeys did better than like a bunch of like hedge fund people. At least that's the story that I've heard. But as always, don't listen to a YouTuber. Do your own DD. Entertainment purposes only. But yeah, I guess I'm not the worst, because I'm sure there's worse out there, but I'm still pretty bad, and I recognize that, and that's why I feel like you shouldn't ever take financial advice from me. But if you do want to know my trades, if you think they're terrible and you want to go, like, I don't know, opposite of me, then you can check out my links down in the description below, where I post my trades on my OF along with Patreon. But anyways, the reason why I don't think I'm that bad is because I don't feel like I'm just literally like not caring about what I'm buying. Like, when I did own Tesla stock, now I have like less than like 10 Tesla stocks. But way back when I did buy like more Tesla stock, it's because I like Elon Musk and I like the company. So, and I think they have a good product, despite the fact that I can't afford to buy a Tesla right now, but I like the product. So I think I'm more of like I try to understand it on like the very, very basic surface level of like, okay, I think Apple is going to do well because I use so many Apple products and everyone I know uses so many Apple products. And therefore I'm going to buy like Apple stock if it were to tank a lot, which unfortunately it's not right now. So that's the type of like basic investor I am. Yeah. But luckily I'm still up, as in like my original investment was around, I want to say like $130,000 or so. And I am not at a million yet. I was at over 2.6 million, but then I was an idiot and I didn't sell. So I'm not near 1 million yet, but I believe I can do it. So that's the reason why I don't think I'm like the worst. But anyways, back to topic. I want to share with you guys why I'm very disappointed with myself. And the reason why I'm so disappointed with myself is because last night at around 7 or 8 p.m., I think at nighttime, I was looking at my phone and I'm like, I realized that Roy and Kitty had like finally tweeted again. Okay. Cause we know he came back. He came back like in May or like weeks ago. I forgot if it was May or April, but he came back. I think it was May. It feels like it's been a lifetime already. But anyways, I think he came back like a couple weeks ago after disappearing for years, right? Because he first popped up on my radar in 2021. He apparently was making videos since 2020 that I did not know about, unfortunately. Those seemed like very entertaining videos, apparently. Like I remember hearing about it through other YouTubers and like seeing clips of like Keith Gill back in the day, like on YouTube, supposedly being like, oh, let's see what we should do. And then he like pulled out like a magic 8-ball or whatever. Like it was really funny. So I didn't watch those videos, but apparently he did a lot of that. And of course, like the guy's smart, not like me. Like he actually, I think, went to school for finance or something along the lines where he knows how to read the charts basically, and he knows how to read a balance sheet, or at least I think he does. You can also learn more about him through Dumb Money, which is a movie that came out with like Seth Rogen. I want to say like last year, but I watched it. I thought it was entertaining. I think it's just great to watch anyways. But yeah, he was making videos, I think, in 2020. Maybe he had the YouTube channel even prior to that. I don't know. If you know, let me know down in the comment section below when you started watching. And hi there, Mark. Doge to the moon. Yes. But it's not about Doge right now. It's not always about Doge. However, it's not always about Doge, but I'm always about Doge. So as I'm making like my live streams with you guys, the Doge pillow is watching me watching you. It's just always watching you. It's like the Mona Lisa. It just doesn't really stop looking at you. Look at its eyes. It's saying to you, smash that like button and make good luck come to you. I'm just kidding. No guarantees. But yeah, it's not about Dogecoin right now. This whole video is basically going to be me talking about like Roy and Kitty. We'll talk about some other stuff later, but what a man. I think he's just so legendary. There's not that many people I think I care to like want to meet besides like Taylor Swift and Elon Musk at the same table, preferably, or separately. Those are my two like people that I idolize, which is really weird. I know, because some people like absolutely hate Elon Musk that love Taylor Swift and vice versa. But yeah, anyways, I like both of them. And I think Keith Gill is like a top 3 contender for me right now. As in like, I think he's a really interesting person. But yeah, so he was making videos in 2020. I wish I saw those. I only found out about him in 2021, like way too late when GME was already popping off the charts. And I bought it when it was way too late. And honestly, by the way, I apologize if you watch my videos and like I'm like I know I said I've lost like over 50,000. That might be an understatement or an overstatement, because the thing is, I don't have the greatest memory when it comes to like the numbers, as in like how much I lost. Because for crypto, I remember I like started this like little ledger on my phone. I'll like make notes of like how much I made, how much I lost, how much I bought into it, what's the price of the coin, how much I'm selling it for. But then I just like, as you just trade so much more, like not everything gets in there. And I remember being like, oh, okay, well, whatever, Robinhood. Like if I do it on Robinhood, they're going to charge me taxes. So like, do I really have to remember it? And then I would post stuff on like certain accounts, and then I lose the account. So yeah, I think my memory is not the greatest as in how much I lost. So if I might have lost more or less, but in my mind, it is definitely more than 25G on GME alone. possibly 50, but it was confusing because in 2021 I was buying both AMC and GME, and I remember through call options and shares in AMC I was actually making money, but then I ended up making like a little. But the GME for sure 100,000% I lost money on. And then with AMC, I ended up buying more and then losing more. I'm still down on AMC actually right now, I would say, or maybe like slightly broke even if I calculate 2021. But GME, I for sure just kept losing and losing and losing money. And yet I keep going back for more apparently. But yeah, so 2021, we all found out about Keith Gill. Then he like made a bunch of money supposedly with starting of like 50,000. I actually don't know like how much he put in like at what time, but I'm going to assume, and again, do your own DD. I think it's 2020 that he started putting money in, and he only like people say that he only put in like $50,000 USD, and then that turned into millions of dollars. But then obviously it had a huge rally. He had a huge following, and a bunch of people saw him through Reddit or YouTube. I think on Reddit he was like DFV. YouTube, I think he was Roaring Kitty. But anyways, he had this huge following, clan of people that basically believed in it. And it wasn't just him, I guess, but I think he was like the face of it. But I think other people also caught on to the fact that basically at the time GME was overshorted. So like imagine you only have a certain amount of shares if you only have like 10 shares in a company, but it was basically the hedge funds were shorting like let's say like 100 shares if there was only 10 shares in the company. Obviously it wasn't that dramatic, but they were overdoing it. And then I think because he recognized that he was able to catch that through obviously like doing his research, which most of us did not. Hence why we're not like him and turned $50,000 into like multi-millions. But anyways, so after he did that and had a crazy rally and had this short squeeze, I don't think it was considered the mother of all short squeezes, but it was pretty fantastic. But after GME went up like crazy, people got in trouble. The market makers got in trouble. I think it was Citadel and also Robinhood. They were like, they all went and had this like online meeting because it was still like the pandemic. So there was like this Congress meeting. And then afterwards, we just kind of like never saw Keith Gill again. He like just disappeared. And the movie came out. And I remember like when I saw the movie also, I was like, I wonder if he would like make a comeback, because I'm sure he's seen the movie, or at least I assume one would watch a movie about like this big part of his life. And I remember like watching in the theater and being like, I wonder what Keith Gill is doing right now, like Roaring Kitty. I wonder if watching this would like, I don't know, ignite some type of fire within him to like do something. But I guess it did. I'm not sure if it's the movie that did that or he had plans for this like all along, but basically he was gone like near end of 2021, I think, and then 2022, 2023. So like around 3 years. And now he's finally made a comeback in 2024, a couple weeks ago, making a tweet. And then he tweeted for a while and then he just stopped on like, I think around May 17. I forgot when I bought into it. I want to say it's probably around the end of when he stopped tweeting, or maybe after he stopped tweeting. And I just believed that he would make a comeback, even though my hopes were draining as the like time went by. And I guess yesterday he tweeted again, and he tweeted that Uno reverse card. So I'll show you guys in case his account ever gets deleted, which honestly, I'm pretty afraid for this guy right now. Like, I'm afraid for his safety. But as you can see, this is Roaring Kitty's page, and he pinned this post. That's all for now because I'm out of breath. FYI, here's a quick 4-minute video I put together to summarize GME bull case. This blah, blah, blah. That was August 30th, 2020, which I wish I was following him at the time. So that was his top tweet. He never like unpinned it. And yeah, so it was May 17th. He tweeted like video clips. Obviously, he's been doing memes like nonstop. And that video clip is of ET like go home. And then he just like stopped. And then you see all these headlines of like all these major news, all the media saying like, oh, he's gone, he exited. Okay, so then like goodbye to all the meme stonks. They're all like tanking. And then like AMC went down, GME went down. I would argue GME still didn't go down that badly. AMC dropped worse. But then he tweeted this yesterday and it's just like all hell broke loose. And then now everybody's like, oh my God, he's back. But it wasn't just it's on X that he tweeted this, the Uno reverse card, which probably got people going like, oh my God, we're going to go to the moon. But then supposedly allegedly, because like nobody right now can say it is him, because there are always going to be assumptions that he got hacked, because he never physically went out onto any like TV show or whatever, or on the news saying like, yeah, that's me, I'm doing it. Like, and I think like if you listen to like a lot of news right now, I keep hearing like people on the news being like, oh well, we don't know if it's actually him because he used to make so many live streams, blah blah blah, now he's not making any live streams anymore. And I don't think that's like any way to say that just because he's not making live streams, that is for sure not him. But at the same time, I'm not going to guarantee and bet my life on it that it is him because he's not making live streams. But I like to think that, again, if he wanted to correct people and say that that's not him, my belief from the beginning of all this is if it went on for 2 weeks, I'm sure someone at his level with his amount of money and the previous connections to obviously like the media, he could easily get on CNBC. Like people would love to have him. Like whatever channel right now gets him is going to make a lot of money because everybody's curious. Like, is this actually him? So it's not hard for him to just do a call and be like, hey, I want to get on your show, to be like, that's not me. So therefore I think it is him. But again, that's just my assumption. But yeah, he disappeared on May 17th, and then everybody was like, oh, he's gone. Like, okay, good luck to all you losers. Basically. And then now he's back with the Uno reverse thing. And then allegedly he has another Reddit account. I think it's called Super Stonks or something like that. But yeah, and then where it was posted that he, hold on, let me read someone else's tweet that gives me more clarification. But supposedly he has another Reddit account, and that Reddit account posted also yesterday that he has, and again, I'm looking at this through other people's posts, that he has in quantity, what is this? GME call option that expires June 21st, which is coming up, which I find very, very interesting. But those call options are for $20. And as you guys all know, I think right now, I just checked it, it's around $30 per share. Obviously, it tipped down to like $27 earlier in the day. But yeah. And he also has shares. He also has a crazy amount of shares. Does that say like, I don't know if I'm reading it right, but I want to say that's 5 million shares of GME. But let's see here. Walter Bloomberg posts, Roaring Kitty. This is on Twitter, by the way. The big name behind the GameStop Corporation meme stock saga on a Sunday night revealed that he owns over $115.7 million worth of shares in the video game retailer. The influential investor, who has a large following among Redditors, especially user of Wall Street Bets, posted a screenshot on r Superstonk subreddit. Okay, so I guess it was just on the r Superstonk Reddit. That's not his like actual username. I don't know what his username is. Revealing that in addition to the shares, he also has about 65.7 million in call options expiring on June 21st with a strike price of $20 each. And then I watch all these videos where people are basically saying that he's going to exercise those call options, but I don't know how anyone can just assume he's going to exercise it. Because obviously with a call option, you have the right to exercise it yourself. Therefore, he can go ahead and buy up all of those stocks of GME, or he can just exercise his right to sell it. So I don't know why people are assuming that for sure he's just gonna exercise it instead of just selling it all. Like he could just literally be like, peace, bounce, YOLO. Like it could just like, even at this price right now, you could just sell everything and still obviously end up being extremely, extremely wealthy. So yeah, very wild things here. I have no idea what he's gonna do, but I'm hoping that he just like obviously diamond hands to the end. And that it's also very interesting to remember this. His call options expire on June 21st, right? Or June 20 something, and for like $20, June 21st. But if you go look at GME right now, which is, by the way, $31.55, GME's earnings, GameStop's earnings come out after hours of June 11th. So I think my biggest, and again, just wishful thinking, is that he loves the stock so much, so much, that he is possibly going to be there during the earnings call, like just via voice. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Or maybe when they're doing the earnings call, they'll like say something about him in regards to having spoken to him, or maybe he's just going to join. Maybe he's just going to join and just like work for them. I don't know if he's legally even able to do that, but just wishful thinking. I definitely think one thing is for sure, and that he knows and GME knows something we don't know. But anyways, I'm someone who I just don't know. I have no idea. So hence why I was holding on to a $27 per share average. I already posted this on my X, so if you want to follow me, I don't really post my trades right when it happens. So if you want my trade alerts, it's going to be on Patreon or OF, links down below. But sometimes I'll post a position, and I did so yesterday, so you could go check that out. I have 150 shares in GME that I bought kind of stupidly at $27 because after I bought it, it did drop to like 24, 23. And so, hi there, Dawn, welcome. And everybody else here. Sorry, I'm just like, blah, keep talking. Please smash the like button though if you enjoy these videos and you want to support me. But yeah, the 150 shares that I bought last night, when I was looking at the fact that he went back on Twitter, I was so happy because I was like, oh my God, he posted an Uno reverse card. Like, let's hope that JME can at least get to like $30. So then I could possibly cash out of this position. That was like my original thought at around like 7 or 8 p.m. at night, PST. And then at like 1 a.m.-ish, obviously things headed straight for the moon. It was like pre-market, and it blew my mind that GME all of a sudden went to like $43, and obviously I was in the green. And I think at one point my little investment eventually got up to like $2,700. I was up, like I could have cashed out on it, but then the greed bug hit me again. And I was like, and again, I think this is the key thing to remember, guys. You just can't outsmart, or not even outsmart, but you just cannot say you think you know when you don't know. And that is the market. There's so many hands that are touching all of these things that I have my money on. And I completely, even after experiencing countless times of being screwed over, because I was there when I couldn't hit that sell button back in 2021 when they stopped your buy buttons and then only allow you to sell back in 2021. Hence why Robinhood was also part of that congressional hearing. But I don't know why I didn't think that could happen again, even though obviously recently when he made a comeback, and I think GME at one point went to like $70 or $80, I forgot. But like recently before he disappeared again for like about 2 weeks, he did help, I guess, the stock to like move up so much. And it was at like, I want to say 70, 80. Obviously, I wasn't smart enough to have bought GME way, way long ago. I heard some people became multimillionaires, by the way. Congratulations to you. Totally jealous. But apparently there's people with like a bunch of call options that they put in like, I don't know, $50,000 in or whatever. And then obviously with this comeback, like they made so much money off of it. But yeah, I should have sold last night. Obviously, hindsight 2020, and I got greedy and I put a limit sell order in though. I put a limit sell order in for like $70 because I'm greedy. And of course, when I woke up today, it was no longer at $43 and I dropped back down to my buy-in average of $27. So, I mean, I could sell right now too because I am technically up because my buy-in average is $27 and it's $31. But you know what? Based off of everything I just told you guys, I'm hoping that Roaring Kitty, it is actually him. I hope it's him. And that he has enough faith that around June 11th, we're going to hear something great during the earnings call that could possibly push this thing up even higher. Again, not financial advice, to your own DD entertainment purposes only. So I think maybe that's my own Delulu talking, but I'm just going to hold on to it until I'm happier with the price. And I do believe it could get higher than 80. I mean, the dude didn't sell at 80. So I'm assuming that because he didn't sell at 80, that he wants to play this out, like play this thing out for longer, and maybe it'll be higher than 80. I don't know. So that's basically like my basic theory about why I'm holding it. But let's see. Let's look at GME right now. Curling at $31. If you go to its max, okay, so GME right now, $31. Obviously far, far, far away if you look at max back in 2021. between January to like April 30th. I don't know why Robinhood doesn't just tell me like the exact date that occurred. Why does it have to be like such a big range? But anyways, it was a high of 120 because obviously they did a split, I think, by then, because I remember it was like more closer to like 400. But anyways, $120 now after the split. That was what the price was in 2021. So right now we're at around 30. If we want to get back to that point of the all-time high back in 2021, that would 4x. So, and that's not that insane. Like if you, what is insane? Like if people are like, oh, it's never going to get back to. So here's the cons. I think GME, by the way, is around $7 billion market cap. I go by everything in like possibilities by market cap, by the way. But so that's my argument towards people that are like, oh, GME, there's not nearly as much volume and play into this stock right now as there was in 2021. And then how saying that back then, obviously the short interest was like 120% or whatever. And then hence why a lot of people were convinced to go ahead and buy the stocks and hoping for this mother of all squeezes. But now apparently the short interest is not that high. But then the other argument is apparently, and I just learned this year, I had no idea. Like I thought that there's like the public short interest and you just know what, like how much hedge funds are shorting it, how many people are shorting it, even if it's just like regular investors shorting it. But apparently I learned this year that there's something called dark pools where, okay, and like, let's look at the definition here. This is not by me. You can go look this up online. If you go type in Google, I think this is through Investopia. Dark pools are private exchanges for trading securities that are not accessible to the investing public. Dark pools were created to facilitate block trading by institutional investors who did not wish to impact the markets with their large orders and obtain adverse prices for their trades. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how that is okay. Like institutional investors who did not wish to impact the markets. Okay. Whatever happened to like the SEC saying like they're here to protect us? Wouldn't you want to protect us by making sure that they do impact us so we know in advance like what's happening? But whatever. So there's all this talk about how like in the dark pools, possibly there is more shorting action going on with like GME or possibly AMC. But again, that's just what I'm hearing through the little birdies on the internet. I don't know if that's what Keith Gill knows, but that would be interesting if he actually knows that there is a crazy amount of shorting of GME stock through the dark pools, and hence why it looks on the surface in the media that there is actually not much going on. But we really have to look at all the scenarios. There's another scenario out there that like this isn't Keith Gill at all. Maybe something more sinister is going on. I don't know. But that's also a possibility. Hold on. Is it too late to get into GME meme? Last days daily. Again, I don't give out financial advice, so I don't know if it's too late. I think I definitely popped into it late every time, and I've been losing money nonstop. So I'm definitely not the person to ask. I'm just sharing my experiences with you guys on like my stupid trades, and like this is definitely. This entire stock for me has been a bad experience, but did I have fun? I'm not going to lie. It's been fun every single time. Like, is it fun to lose that much money? No, but I do play with money that I can afford to lose. So I'm not saying I have tons of money and that I'm okay with losing $50,000. But at the time when I was trading in 2021, I felt that it was okay. And I didn't cry about it. But then again, that's also because I ended up buying Dogecoin, and then, I bought Dogecoin in 2020 and I just got really lucky in Dogecoin, and I bought more in 2021 after I lost money in GME. And then therefore it just kind of made me feel nothing on my GME near 50,000 or 50,000 plus losses, because when you gain a lot in something, you kind of start to forget the little losses. But I do understand, and that's why I'm telling you guys what I'm doing right now. I do find very questionable, and that I hope it doesn't happen to you. Like, I really, really do thoroughly regret not just cashing out at $2,700 last night, because yeah, that's short-term capital gains, but I should have totally cashed out. And even if I do believe in everything I'm telling you guys, and that even if I believe, and I am right, that there is something going on, and by June 11th for the GME earnings, we find out some positive news, and like, if GME can go to a new all-time high of over 120 or even over $80, even if all of that basically occurs, I should have still sold yesterday because I should have seen that they would have halted it, because they already halted it so many times, like a couple weeks ago, before like when Keith Gill first came back and he first tweeted, like the guy sitting on the gaming chair and like getting more serious right when the markets opened. I think it was like Monday. There was so much halting, and then like AMC popped up too, and there was countless halting. So like I was just so dumb to think like, oh, okay, haha, it's $43 right now in the middle of the night, but like, let me just play my luck out and see what happens tomorrow morning because I'll possibly make more money. Like, no, I should have just cashed out, and then I could have just like waited for all the halts to occur, which it did, and then buy in more if I still believe in it, which I would still believe in it. So yeah, that's something I'm pretty sad about. And we'll see what happens tomorrow, because I did see that when it first made the comeback, like when he first tweeted the whole gaming chair thing, it's not like it hit $80 in like one day. So I think it also like took a little, like maybe it was like 2 days or something. So it doesn't have to happen automatically. I'm hoping that there's still more momentum, but this is going to be an exciting month. What a start. And I'm glad that I have faith in the fact that he did make a comeback, because I was just like, that would be really weird if he like made a couple, like not a couple memes, countless memes, by the way, that he made like countless memes and then just like disappeared and then never came back. Like no peep. So it's kind of good that he, I guess, disappeared. He's like really knows what he's doing. He should get into like film or something like that after this, I swear to God. Because he knows, like, he's like, I would say Elon Musk and like Elon Musk, Taylor Swift are both very smart people who are good at keeping the audience entertained, right? Definitely Taylor Swift, or else she wouldn't have sold out shows, like some tickets over like $2,000-$3,000. And then Elon Musk is obviously knows how to engage with his audience. And back in the day, before they did like any commercials or whatever, I think now they are. Obviously, Tesla did really well, and he himself, I would say, is like the advertisement. I think Keith Gill like really knows what he's doing in terms of like keeping the audience entertained, because my like also assumption on all of this is that, and also my hopes on all this, like this is more of like my imagination on what I hope could go down with Keith Gill, is that he is behind the scenes for possibly legal reasons, is what I like to think, like protecting himself. Because obviously, I'm assuming he's learned a lot through having a live meeting with like Congress. And who knows? Some people assume online that he might have signed like an NDA, like he's not able to talk about it. Maybe they said that he possibly had to have just not gone on social media, or maybe he can't ever show his face. Like who knows what went down. But I think he's possibly doing this to be smart and protect himself and his family members and whatnot, and not showing his face and have the media guessing. Or if he's not doing this for legal purposes, it's also just very entertaining, because it could keep everybody on their toes, being like, is it actually him? We don't know if it is him. And then, so he's like giving you little snippets, right? It's kind of like just little Easter eggs. So at first he does memes, and then people are like, oh my God, is it actually him? We don't know if he still like even has a position, blah, blah, blah. And then now after like a couple, well, like basically after a month, he's out here proving, I guess, if that Reddit's post is actually still his, in case he got hacked in every single account. But if that like Reddit post is also his, then maybe now he's like, okay, well now we'll leave them like a little Easter egg of the fact that I still have a position and it's huge. Then after maybe in July, he can just pop up and be like doing live streams again. And I personally think he should just do it on X or whoever, like whichever outlet is going to provide him the most amount of money. If I were him, that's what I would do. But yeah, I think Elon Musk, considering the fact that he did tweet about it in 2021, when GME was going up, he should just reach out at this point to like Keith Gill and send him a DM or something and be like, hey, if you do a live stream on X about this whole situation, then, this is how you're going to be like paid. I think that would be a great idea, just saying. And I think that would bring in a lot of people to look at X. So we'll see what happens. Luke's car and stocks. Hello. The moon, Lucy, GME. So who in here, by the way, like I'm just gonna do a little poll. Elon sells better merch. Yes, he does. Okay, we'll see. Wait, do you mean like between Elon and Taylor Swift, who sells better merch? I can't really say that because I have a lot of Taylor Swift friends. I actually have more friends who are obsessed with Taylor Swift than I do with Elon Musk. So, but I haven't bought Taylor Swift merch yet. I've only bought Elon Musk merch. I'm sorry, Taylor Swift, but I did buy tickets to her show. I'm going to the Eras tour. I'm not going to say which one, but I'm going to go to an Eras tour, and I've gone to Taylor Swift 1989 concert back in the day, like years ago. And I'm excited to buy her merch. Like, I like to support. Like, when I went to Blackpink, what did I buy? I think I bought a hat there or something. Or was it a shirt? I forgot. Oh, I bought a t-shirt. I bought like a $60 t-shirt for Blackpink. So I don't support, I feel like, even my favorite artists like all the time, because I'm just not willing to spend that money if I can like put it into stocks, like head to toe and like merch of somebody that I like. But Taylor Swift, I will buy her merch. Probably something else overly expensive when I actually go over to her concert. Okay, let's do a poll and see how many of you guys actually do. Do you have any of the following? GME, AMC. Actually, no, I'm just gonna say GME, AMC, because I don't really count like BlackBerry. Like I think I might have bought it. I probably did. I bought a lot of random stuff in 2021, like full disclosure, if you did watch my videos back then. So let's see how many of you guys are Degens. Do you still hold Shiba Inu? Yes, I do. I do want to update y'all because I know not everybody has the money to pay for like my paid subscriptions and like get updates to all my trades, and that's cool. But I know I talked about XRP countless times, so I just do want to tell you guys I no longer have XRP. But it's not because I don't believe in XRP. It's just that I don't believe in XRP as much as all these other opportunities that I'm seeing in the crypto market. So I did sell my XRP. It's not like it was a lot of money anyways, in the green, because I bought XRP at around 30 cents, 20 cents, and a lot of 17 cents. So it's just always been lower than around the 50-cent area that I sold it for. But yeah, I sold my XRP. So I no longer can say that I've held on to XRP and Ethereum forever, because I pretty much did hold on to XRP and Ethereum forever, because I started buying crypto in 2019. I'm pretty sure. Started buying crypto in 2019, and those two were my first cryptos. And I never sold. So now I can't say that anymore. It's just really Ethereum that I haven't sold. But wish me luck, because I really want to get rid of ETH. As much as I love ETH, and if like I was made of money, I would just hold on to a diamond hand forever, like supposedly the Bitcoin maxis. Like, I was watching this video and somebody was talking about Bitcoin maxis, and they're like, you know what the good thing about Bitcoin maxis are? And then they weren't a Bitcoin maxi, but they were like, you know what the good thing about it is that if you're a true Bitcoin maxi, like, you literally cannot sell. Like, because the real Bitcoin maxis are like, yeah, it's the greatest thing of all time. Like, we don't need anything else. All we need is Bitcoin. We live, breathe, sleep on Bitcoin. Like, it's a little dramatic, but some people are basically like that. And then the guy was saying like, yeah, if you're a total Bitcoin maxi, you basically just like can't sell, because if you sell, it's like you are not putting your money where your mouth is at. And I thought that was hilarious. 2021 made a lot of money. GME, Fritz says. I mean, I'm glad for you if that's what happened to you. I didn't make any money from GME like ever, but here's praying. I think like, okay, how much is the market cap? Sorry, I'm like all over the place, but the market cap is like around $7 billion. I think last night when I looked at GME. Okay, screw it. Let me just check. I don't know how people like do live streams and they just like memorize everything, or maybe they have notes everywhere where I don't. So GME's current market cap, CEO Ryan Cohen, founded by 1996. Oh, wow. Okay, it's actually 8.57 billion. My bad. At this current price of $31.10. But basically at around $8 billion market cap. I honestly think, and this okay here. So why I think right now the all-time high if post split is 120, right? So basically that'd be 4x. And 4 times 8 would be like 32. So you're like $32 billion market cap, which sounds like a lot, but I don't even think that's a mother of all squeezes. I think a mother of all squeezes would be like literally taking it to the next level, going from $8 billion market cap to like $800 billion market cap. And then, but like, before you call me crazy and you're like, that is insane, like it'll never go to $800 billion. I beg to differ. Like, if you add up, like, how many of these meme coins, like Dog with Hat, like PayPay, Bonk, like even Dogecoin, no offense, but that is a meme coin. Shiba Inu, like, and all the amount of times that these coins, which no offense, but like, we're not saving lives with these coins. Not that GME is going to save lives anyways, but these things, and especially I argue, like, okay, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, GME is a failing brick and mortar. Okay, but like, what is Dog with Hat doing? What is it doing for the real world? I don't know. But if you add up all of these different little meme coins and their valuations, just their market caps, not even their value, just their market caps, it is mind blowing. It's well over 3, 4, 500 billion even. So if they can reach like just a like a sum of more than $500 billion, probably way over that, because there's a lot of meme coins I'm probably not even mentioning. But yeah, if they can reach like over 4 or 500 billion dollars worth, or even $100 billion worth, that's crazy. So therefore, I do think something with GME that's constantly featured in the news and like constantly being talked about, and it has so much momentum that it can move a stock like AMC and all these real world things. I do think it is absolutely possible for it to do a mother of all squeezes and just go like 800 billion. Do I think I'm gonna hold on until it's 800 billion? Absolutely not. If I have learned anything, absolutely not. But I don't know. I clearly didn't learn enough to sell last night, so I'm disappointed in myself, and I wish you guys better luck. Will Jasmine pump again this season? Last day says. I have no idea. I am a Jasmine hodler, and I believe in Jasmine so much that I would possibly buy more if it drops more, or even if it doesn't drop more. I just like the coin, and I like the fact that people joke about it being the Japanese Bitcoin. I mean, it's also orange. I don't know why they named it Jasmine, to be honest. I need an explanation about that. But I wish them luck. I hope they do more. It seems like they are being active, obviously, with this whole like my number situation. I don't know too much about it besides the fact that obviously like the Prime Minister and Tim Cook of Apple did speak last month in May, and but that was specifically about like approving my number. It's like a way of like social identification, like your ID numbers and whatnot going digital through like the iPhone wallet or something like that. But basically that had to be talked about like with the government of Japan and Tim Cook, and that's been approved. So apparently like the next spring you'll see that, I guess, if you're like a Japanese citizen or you live in Japan or something like that. But supposedly, allegedly, Jasmine worked on the technology behind somewhere in between my number. I don't even know the percentage of the importance of Jasmine working on it. So like maybe they only had like a 1% importance. I don't know. But that's still positive news. And that's more than I can say about what I know about Dog with Hat and why the heck that is going up, or PayPay. So there's my argument. I love Jasmine. I hope it does well. I wish all of you guys good luck. I have to start doing more of my eBay listings. I love you guys. There's more than 60% of you that said no, you don't have any of the following. And to that, I like to say, I think you were probably better off that way because I have been burned so many times with AMC and GME, and I still have AMC and GME. I am still down on my AMC, but a lot less down than I was thanks to Roaring Kitty, because before he made a comeback, I was literally down like 90%. And then I just kept averaging down. And luckily, thanks to Roaring Kitty, now my AMC is less than 50% down, but still down by a lot. And my GME is up, but I'm too greedy to sell right now. So wish me luck. I don't think I'm going to make it to 800 billion market cap of GME, but I hope some wildly crazy miracle occurs in this month that it explodes to at least 10x. So my, like, I think around $6,000-ish can turn into like $60-ish thousand, and then I can buy more Jasmine. I'm just kidding. Buy more other cryptos with that. But anyways, thank you so much. Nothing on here, by the way, is financial advice. But if you do like my channel, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will be back to do more of these. Sorry, I don't like to say when I'm going to make my video. So make sure that notification bell is on if you like to see my live streams. And also check out my other playlists. I will see you guys soon. Peace out. Bye-bye. Thank you.